Boy, oh boy, I sure do love having technical difficulties. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. A few weeks ago, some of you might remember, I did a video on a show called Skippy the Bush Kangaroo. We covered an episode of that, and in that video, I basically described it as Lassie, but with a kangaroo, because that's what it was. One of my Canadian viewers brought to my attention the fact that in Canada, there is another show similar to this format with a dog called The Littlest Hobo, and it started in the 1960s. There's a couple different incarnations of this show, much like Skippy the Bush Kangaroo, but I managed to find the original pilot from 1963, and it's on YouTube, and I want to watch that. I have not seen this yet, though, so who knows? If you're a Canadian and you know what's coming, tell me your experiences with the show. I really need to make a playlist of all the Canadian media that I've covered, because there's a semi-substantial amount at this point. Oh good, I'm getting audio. As always, since it's on YouTube, I will link it below so that you can check it out if you want to watch the full episode.
This is my stop along the way. Don't really know how long I'll stay.
Oh, look at the good doggo. I like that the dog gets top billing and everybody else is listed as a guest star. That is a power move for that dog. So if I didn't explain it well enough, this show, as it was explained to me, is about this dog who kind of like hitchhikes around and like helps people all across the country. Hence why he's called the Littlest Hobo, I guess? Is he stalking the girl dog? I mean, she's very cute, but don't be creepy, dude.
Sorry, miss. No dogs are allowed on board without a leash.
Am I crazy? It looks like she has a leash. I guess she's just kind of holding on to the dog by the collar, but I'm already confused. Okay, so he jumped on board a truck because he knew that he wouldn't be able to get on without a leash or an owner. Smart dog. Oh, what a good sailor boy. God, this is just making me think of that 101 Dalmatians sequel that they made where like the one little puppy like hitchhikes. That's what I keep thinking of because I'm me. She totally has a leash, so did she not have her dog on a leash, but she had a leash in her pocket and then she just put the leash...
No dogs are allowed on board without a leash.
Just so that we could hear that exposition? By a show of hands, how many dog owners have taken their dog out for a walk and been like, I'll take the leash with me, but I'm not gonna use it, unless some random guy tells me I need to get on a boat. Oh no, is he gonna fall in the water? Oh, ego splash. He fell in the drink. When I was a little kid, I would play Super Mario Brothers on the NES, and you know, like when Mario falls into like the pit and dies. I don't know why I called that falling into the drink, and it's just a running joke in my family. I don't know. Sailor Dude's like, what the hell? Is that a German Shepherd? I know that's not what kind of dog he is. Don't come for me in the comments. That poor little dog actor had to do his own swimming stunts. Oh, by the way, apologies if you can see flickering of this light up here, because apparently it just hates me today. Semi-off topic, but when me and my brother were little kids, we used to watch old black and white TV with our parents and our grandparents all the time. And when my little brother was little, he's gonna hate that I told this story, he really loved Mr. Ed. You remember that show with the talking horse?
Hello. I'm Mr. Ed.
And because he kind of had never really seen black and white TV before, because he was like a toddler, basically, anytime any black and white TV show would come on, he'd get really excited that it was Mr. Ed, and then really sad if it wasn't Mr. Ed. Oh, is he helping to tie up the boat? That's adorable.
Who taught you that? Son of a gun. How did you learn that, huh?
So this dog understands English and is an avid knot tire? My current headcanon is that this dog once was a person and got cursed to be a dog forever. Like the cat in Hocus Pocus.
Hi, honey. How do you like my new first mate? You ever seen a dog like that in your life?
I bet he makes a better crewman than most people.
That girl knows where it's at.
You know, honey, if no one claims him, I'd like to keep him.
Yay!
Oh, sweetheart, we haven't got room.
No! You have room.
We could keep him on the boat. He likes it.
Yeah, he likes the boat.
And how did she run?
Oh, honey, great. And the engine is perfect.
Oh, that's good news. Oh, that's not good news?
How was school today?
Oh, same old jazz.
How old are these characters? I mean, I guess he could mean college or some other type of school, but the first thing I thought of was high school, and absolutely no offense, but I don't take him as a high school student.
I went to college this morning before work.
Oh, okay, it is college. That makes sense.
Forgot your books.
Oh, thanks, honey. I thought I lost them.
Dude, you misplaced your books? You know how expensive those books are?
Well, the professor said you'd missed a whole month. And that your math paper was late.
I love that his professor just snitched on him like that. I feel like the professor just had so much anger that he was missing all these classes that he just was like waiting for somebody to come in and ask so he could be like, that asshole didn't come to any classes this month and his math paper was late.
Now I'm the only student at state with a spy in the family.
I wasn't spying.
Well, what would you call it then?
Spying.
Let's face it, Anne. You're married to a guy who's married to an impractical dream, a boat.
I mean, he did ditch classes for a month to fix up a boat. I don't know if that makes him really cool or really... It makes him chaotic either way, which, you know, as a chaotic person, I see the value in that.
But you can't stand the fact of my owning a boat because it represents freedom or even adventure.
Okay, this is the kind of speech you give to your parent when you tell them that you want to be a theater major. This is not the speech you give to your wife when you're talking about your future livelihood.
If it were a car or a tract house, that'd be fine.
But we're not free souls, Bill. You're supposed to be earning a degree.
He has this attitude of like, you've never understood my dreams, Dad.
If you're going to spend all your time thinking about nothing but the boat, what's the use of my working?
Meanwhile, the dog's just sitting here like, can I go?
I apologize, Anne. I apologize for not having wealthy parents. All I have is a boat.
Why was that funny to me? All I have is a boat. Anne.
Well, I don't mind working for our future, but I'm not going to work to support a boat.
Are you giving me an ultimatum?
Yeah, literally, that's what you just did, dude.
Well, if you get this and you get this good, I'm not going to be a punch card robot, not for you or anybody else.
Imagine your husband leaving you for a boat. That's so sad.
Here's your things. Goodbye. Oh.
So she drops the package in the water and the dog's like, hold up, I got it. I'll get it. He's a very good boy. I mean, everything in there is probably ruined now, but it was a nice gesture.
I hope you and your boat are very happy together.
You guys ever watch TLC? You remember that guy that was dating his car?
I'm not going to sell this boat. And I don't care what you or anybody else thinks.
I'm afraid to say, this is giving off the same energy.
I hope you and your boat are very happy together.
Especially the way she said that. I don't know if I like that at all. Oh, he sits down by him.
2 days. I guess she meant it. I guess I had her pegged all wrong.
Did he stay on the boat that whole time? I like to imagine that he just stood there on that dock for 48 hours straight, just being like, she's gonna come back. And the dog's like, dude, I'm a dog, and even I don't buy that.
Thought our marriage meant more to her than this.
You thought the marriage meant more to her? You left her over a boat, dude.
Well, just goes to show how wrong a guy can be, huh, sailor?
Does the dog get a different name by each different person that he meets every episode? Because that would be really fun. If, like, one week his name is just, like, Cliff.
Take much of a crew for a boat this size?
Just me and my first mate here.
The dog just, like, does a little doggy salute.
I mean, can you find your way around when you're out on her?
I know my navigation.
Ever think of chartering the boat?
This guy's just like, hey, dude, do you suck at sailing? No? Well, can I pay you a lot of money to get on your boat while you don't suck at sailing it?
We don't want to fish. Just go to Mexico.
What's the catch?
Dog's like, oh, hell no. I've only known this guy for 2 days, and you're not gonna play him like that. He just lost his wife for a boat.
Mr. Brady, the guy I work for, is worth a lot of money. His wife wants to divorce him. He's dodging process servers every minute.
Okay. So his client doesn't want to get divorced because of his money. So he's gonna sail to Mexico and disappear? Did I hear that right?
He can't stand the thought of her getting a dime. He doesn't like being pushed around.
I kind of understand what you mean.
So these two guys who don't trust each other at all enter into this business agreement because women, am I right?
When does he want to leave?
What's wrong with tonight?
Tonight? Mister, I haven't got any fuel on board. That takes money.
Well, bro, in case you weren't paying attention, he's gonna give you money.
Here's $500.
Look, money. Also, am I seeing things? Did the shot just completely change? Like, did they just completely do a jump cut in the middle of that scene? Or did frames get lost? Because this is an old transmission? It's just, that was very, very scary.
I've got one lined up, Mr. Brady. We can be on board tonight.
Get in.
I already don't trust Mr. Brady.
And $58 for a compass.
So this poor lady's back at home crying.
I know it only too well. Of course, with Rod, it was only a sports car.
With her friend.
I just don't know what's the matter with him.
And this is the 60s, so she doesn't even have Olivia Rodrigo music to blast or anything. Legitimate question. What breakup music did you blast in the 60s? I've never thought about this before. What did you put on when you got dumped and you were just really broken up about it? I really want to know.
It's not easy for a man to accept financial help from a woman.
I don't know if that's his problem. He doesn't have a problem taking financial help from her. He just has a problem going to class because he loves his boat.
Excuse the big sister routine.
Oh, she's the big sister. Okay.
But it's wrecking everything.
It will if you let it. Getting out of school seems like such a long way off. The boat's some sort of proof that he can have something now.
Yeah, but he's not gonna get out of school if he doesn't go to school. Sorry, none of my business.
I wish I hadn't said those things.
Then why don't you unsay them?
I've never heard apologizing phrased that way. Hi, yes, I'm very sorry about what I said. I would like to unsay it. Can you imagine the reaction if, like, the next big YouTuber scandal, when they come out with their apology video, they just get on camera and they're like, yes, I'm here to unsay all of the bad things that I said. We good?
Here, I'll take care of this. You take care of that.
Alright, so Anne runs off to make up with her husband while her sister gleefully irons.
Bill, I've been acting like...
Oh, not Bill.
Where's my husband?
That's what I want to know.
Who are you?
Why does the room look smoky, but just when the camera is turned at him? I guess maybe he's smoking and there's like a cloud, but it should kind of encompass the whole room, right? It's not a very big space. I'm being nitpicky, I'm sorry.
Well, you've got the wrong boat. My husband's in college.
There's no mistake, Mrs. Callan. He accepted the money and the charter.
Yeah, see, when the camera turns around, the smoke cloud just completely disappears. I don't know what that is.
Douse the lights, the police.
I do not have a good feeling about this, dude.
They've gone on by.
Alright, I'm calling it right now. They killed the wife. The wife is dead, and they're gonna dump her body. And that's why they're being so sketchy.
I was looking for my husband. Guess he's at home.
Just a minute.
Don't put your hands on somebody without asking.
Let me go.
Don't shove somebody onto the boat floor. Rule number 1 of sailing, do not shove somebody onto the boat floor. Or, you know, that's really rule number 1 for any place where a floor is present. Just don't shove people.
Now stay there and be quiet.
Dude.
Hey, sailor.
Oh, the dog's already like, bitch. The dog is already pissed. He's already looking to throw hands. Or paws. He's gonna throw paws, I think.
Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting, but Doris.
I love any TV show or movie where the pet is a better judge of character than the human being. Although, that's kind of just true of real life. Animals are really smart like that. If I meet somebody and my dog doesn't like them, I don't trust them.
Honey.
Oh, my shoulder.
What is it? What happened?
She fell down the ladder.
Lying bitch.
We're shoving off right now. The courts decided Mr. Brady owed the government a little more money.
A lot more money.
A lot more money than he thinks they should have.
Oh, so it's just tax evasion. They haven't murdered anybody. That's good, I guess. Not quite as interesting as a murder mystery, but, you know, it's always good when murder has not happened.
In plain English, tax evasion.
Evasion, avoidance, it's just a matter of opinion. Let's get going.
Outside.
I'll be all right.
Wow, honey, this boat was a really great idea.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I can't explain it. The choreography of, like, the way that he did that makes me think that he's really insecure about how he goes about kidnapping people.
On the dock, both of you.
Like, all the things he's saying that are threatening just kind of sound more like a question.
Come on, move!
Like he's a subpar criminal and he knows it.
Get in the wheelhouse.
It's an interesting looking gun, too. Like, the way it's wider at the nozzle. Not a nozzle. The mean end of the gun. I'm sure it's a prop, but somebody out there who knows about these kind of things could probably tell me what type of weapon that's supposed to be. The bullet spout? Nope, that sounds worse. I love how the dog just yeets himself back on the boat when nobody's looking. So they're sailing along. The sketchy business guy is trying to sleep. The wife is running through all the possibilities of how she could murder her husband and get away with it at this point. And this guy's just holding his gun.
That dog's loose back there, and I'm not taking any chances on him jumping me.
How did he know that the dog got back on board? I have to assume that he tried to go out there once before, and the dog damn near took his hand or something, so he's just like, okay, I get it, I'll stay in here.
Tell you what, call him up here.
What?
I knew you would shoot him.
I can't hear anything.
Then you can go back and see your wife.
You needed some wild lines in this scene, dude. The boat is very loud.
All right, turn her back the way she was.
What's the point of threatening his life right now? They're in the middle of open water, and presumably neither of them can sail a boat. So, like, if you kill the guy that is piloting the boat, you're kind of screwed, right? And then if the Coast Guard rescues you, you've got to try to hide a body, and, like, it'd be a whole thing. Like, it's a dumb plan, dude. So the dog starts barking at this passing boat and is like, hey, SOS, dude. Like the Jonas Brothers song. The Jonas Brothers haven't even been born yet. You ever feel like your last remaining brain cell is just kind of drowning in all the caffeine you've taken in? That's me. No, he fell in! I mean, I guess he's swimming to get help, but the poor dog. He looked so terrified when he fell in the water.
He's overboard! Hey, Spear, blow your whistle!
Is that a whistle? It sounds like a horn. Semantics. Dog's like, do, don't mind me, just having a better plan than all the humans on board. How does he have that far to swim? Weren't they, like, right next to each other?
You're a long way from home, young fellow, to go for a swim.
Dog boy. Bless that extra that was just told to stand there and was given no action at all.
Take them, they're fools!
Oh, he's all wet. Oh, they are quite a ways away now. Look at the concentration on that dog's face. He is out for revenge. So they easily catch up to the main character's boat that's being hijacked, because I guess the boat is not a very fast boat. I guess he didn't put that much work into it after all.
The dog! Slow down! They want to give him to you! You keep him! We don't want him!
Yeah, keep the change. We don't want any.
There's something wrong with a man who would let a dog drown!
Yeah, screw you, dude. Not cool. Oh boy. Oh god. God bless him. I can only assume that the interior stuff is not shot on a real boat, hopefully, for the sanity of that cast and crew. Clearly, some of these shots were done on open water. Good for them. I worked on a movie once that pretty much all of the scenes I worked took place on this fully submerged in water boat. And, like, we were on a backlot. We weren't on open water, but even just having a boat in a man-made lake was so difficult to get, like, all the equipment on and off of the boat, and to, like, get yourself on and off of the boat. You had to, like, do this weird, like, hopscotch thing on these, like, floating rafts to get over there, and I just was so sure I was gonna fall in at some point. I didn't. I almost did, but I didn't.
Hold him! Hold him! I punch him!
She's like, we are selling this boat, my guy.
Thanks to that dog we didn't have room for.
Also, way to rub it in. Yeah, that dog that you didn't want to keep saved our life. So, dumbass. There it is. He's selling the boat.
You don't really have to.
Yeah, you do. And then the dog just dips. He's like, bye.
Where are they going?
I guess he went to find himself another blue water sail.
Aww. I'd be so sad if I made a dog friend and then he just left.
Traveling around from town to town.
Oh, and that's the end. That was actually pretty adorable. This feels like something that my grandmother would absolutely love. She loves anything where an animal gets more screen time than a person, so I might show her this later. But yeah, have you seen this show? What do you think of it? It looks like most of the episodes of this and the other version from the 70s are on YouTube, so if you're interested in watching more episodes or this full episode, I'll make sure to link it down below. But I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so, because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye!
Sometimes I think I'll settle down, but I know I'd hunger to be free.
It is kind of a low-key bop, that intro-outro song. I dig it.